So guys, I thought I would do a little chatty get ready with me update since my last one. So if you want to hear about the job hunt and everything else in between, then stay tuned. It's Becky and welcome to my channel. Hello, if you're new there, don't forget to subscribe. I have got so many videos on the way, and hello to my lovely regulars. Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and of course leave a little comment down below if you feel like it. So good morning. It's actually really early for me. I'm currently in Monaco, hence the background. It's our last day, so we're off to Nice. So I just thought now would be the perfect chance to just do kind of a little catch up since the last video. It's been about 2 weeks, so yeah, I thought this was perfect timing. But before we get into the makeup look, a little message from today's sponsor. So guys, this portion of the video is kindly sponsored by Dialect fragrances. Now these are a new brand to the UK market, and I've kind of known about them for a little while. The sponsorship's been in the mix for a while, and I'm so excited to finally be sharing the brand with you. So Dialect fragrances is basically kind of like designer dupe perfumes, but at a fraction of the cost. So the first fragrance I've got here to show you is Amber Infusion. So that's jazz, and that's what I love. They come with these little fragrance cards to like tell you what all the notes are. So that's jasmine, saffron, amberwoods, and ambergris. And this is a dupe of Baccarat Rouge 540. So if you didn't know, that's a very expensive perfume. I do have it. I didn't treat myself to it. So Baccarat Rouge is actually incredibly expensive. So for a bottle of Baccarat, it's actually £215, whereas the Dialect bottles are all £39. So a massive price difference there. And the thing with Dialect perfumes is they are PISA approved, they're carbon neutral, they use recyclable packaging with both their bottles and what gets sent to you, but also isn't this just like really stylish? I love the bottle. I think it's so like minimal but like cool. So if you've got a perfume that you love but maybe you don't want to go for it really quickly because it is really expensive, then I'd highly recommend getting a Dialect kind of dupe as an everyday wear. I have been wearing this so much. You can kind of see there how much I've been wearing it. It's an absolutely gorgeous perfume for autumn, winter. But also if you've never tried Baccarat Rouge and you want to give it a go, a great way to try. Also if you just don't want to spend £215 on a perfume, this is only £39, and it's a great dupe and it smells incredible. They also sent me, again, I love the packaging. I feel like as well with Christmas coming up, it could be a great gift as well. This is Sparkling Bouquet, pink pepper, jasmine, patchouli and white musk, and this is inspired by Chanel Champs. So this is a bit of a quite unique reference, but basically I have Chanel Champs, but it's my nan's who's passed away, and so this scent reminds me so much of her, and I now don't need to use my nan's version. Like I can use this version and then my nan version can just like stay. So I know that's quite like an odd reason to maybe like buy a dupe perfume, but I'm sure a lot of you guys have kind of similar kind of anecdotes and stories out there that are similar. Like maybe there's such a special perfume that you don't want to go through it all, but you love the smell of it because it reminds you of someone. So again, another great reason that, oh, this one smells so good and fresh. But yeah, I've been using this one loads as well, as you can see by the dent there. But I absolutely love Dialect fragrances. I will of course leave them linked down below if you fancy checking them out. They have got so many other dupes down there, like Tom Ford, and also some of your big classics like Livia Belle, Black Opium. So definitely go check them out. And I actually think I prefer these bottles to some of the actual bottles they come in. And I of course do have a discount code for 10% off. I'll leave that on the screen now, but it'll also be in the description box if you just want to copy and paste it for ease. But I can't recommend them enough. I'm really excited to continue using them and maybe having a peruse on the website for a few more. There is a Lilabo dupe that I really fancy picking. It's like the Santal 33. I really, really want to try that. Also just want to mention that this is not a pyramid scheme. This is a legitimate business and you're not buying into anything dodgy. Another reason why I would go through Dialect fragrances as well. You know, I'm not going to get into any more of that, but just saying. So huge thanks to Dialect Fragrances for sponsoring this portion of the video. So big thanks to Dialect Fragrance for sponsoring a portion of today's video. Really excited to be working with them. So yeah, good morning everyone. It's very weird to be like awake so early and like getting ready, because normally if I get up early for like a meeting or something, I would never put like makeup on. I just get up, get a coffee and, you know, put clothes on, get on the call or whatever. But whew, yeah, it's early. JP's just I think watching like TikTok in bed or something. Because if he was sat on the sofa, he'd be so distracting from talking to you guys. You get what I mean? Like I feel like when there's someone else in the room, when you're filming, you do film differently. So yeah, I have banished him to the bedroom. But yeah, first off, I just want to say a huge thank you to each and every one of you that watched my video. And also all the lovely comments, so many lovely comments. I'm not gonna lie guys, they really did make me feel better. Yeah, when redundancy first happens to you, it does honestly feel like the end of the world. And just having all those lovely positive comments is really, really helpful. It's really uplifting. So a huge thank you to each and every one of you that did leave a comment. I think that's the most comments I've ever had on a video. I haven't done my eyebrows. I'm getting away from me. Just using the NYX, the brow glue. But yeah, that was really lovely. So thank you so much to each and every one of you. Yeah, I tried to reply to as many as possible, but there was just so many in the end. So yeah, this is my verbal thank you. Yeah, it was really lovely. So thanks guys. Yeah, so if I'm a little bit like blurry-eyed, it's because I am. So the reason why we have got up early today is because we are off to Nice. Now it is a Monday, so it probably shouldn't actually be too bad in terms of parking and whatnot, but you never know, you never know. So first up, I'm going to use this Dior palette. I haven't actually used it yet. I did have a little phase recently where I did buy quite a few eyeshadow palettes. And this was one of them, and I've not used it yet, so now is a perfect chance. This is the limited edition Miss Dior palette. I want to use like this side because there is some pinky tones in my dress, and I feel like this is going to pick it up really nicely. So I'm thinking I'm going to use like this kind of area. I'm excited to try it. I love Dior shadows. Oh, there goes my makeup brushes. So really, when I get home I'm washing my brushes, but first up, really fluffy blender into this light pink. This is going to be my crease colour. I'm going to pop this here. Yeah, I love Dior shadows because the colour stories are sometimes really unique and interesting, but very, very elegant. and sophisticated. So if you fancy trying colour for the first time, but you're a little bit nervous, definitely try Dior. They've got some really interesting colourways. The formula is fantastic, and they do some really interesting formulas too, like glittery topper shades. They do quite a lot of satins, which I feel like satins are quite hard to come by now if you like a satin. Then Dior do them quite heavily in their palettes. That is a Becky shade all over. You can tell it's morning because my voice is all croaky and it is not ready to do this much speaking. But here I am. So yeah, I've been in Monaco for the past week and a bit. These flights were booked before I was made redundant. Otherwise, I probably would have stayed a little bit longer. I probably would have stayed until Thursday, Friday. So never mind. But yeah, it's been like a really nice break. So I obviously haven't been working. JP has been working. We had originally both taken this day off though, which is a Monday, to do something. So it's actually been quite nice though. Like I did a little vlog. I'll pin it or whatever, link it. And I just spent the day by myself in Monaco, got the little local bus down. But to be honest, I've been quite busy myself. If you've not noticed, I've been pumping out the YouTube videos. So I've been doing obviously a lot of editing, a lot of filming, and a lot of doing like the thumbnails, the links, stuff. That kind of stuff really does actually take quite a bit of time up, which you don't really realise. So, and of course, job hunting, just popping this like reddy burgundy shade in the crease. It's so pretty. I definitely want to deepen it up a little bit more though. Then I think this is a buildable shade, but it's very pretty. Yeah, so obviously lots and lots of job hunting. We have very much utilised our network, as they call it. We do have quite a lot of friends in the industry. I think, you know, we've got a relatively good name for ourselves. We're quite like nice people to work with, so in times like these, people are a lot more willing to help than if you're not fun to work with. So it's been really nice. It's been nice to see so many people like give us advice, give us leads, you know, all sorts. So yeah, if any of you are watching, thanks to you as well. I know a couple of people in the industry subscribe, so that's really cute. But yeah, it's actually been quite positive. We've already had one interview that was on Thursday, so I think we're going to hear back this week if there's another round or anything. But it seemed like a really cool opportunity, so fingers crossed for that one. We also have another interview this Wednesday, but it is just about finding obviously the right place for us. Because in advertising, every agency does have like a different vibe. They also have like different things that they specifically do. Like every agency has a unique selling point, if you get what I mean. So some agencies are a lot more kind of like traditional, almost like Mad Men-y, if you know what I mean. But some are a bit more like social focused, some are more digital focused, some like to do like PR stunt type things. So there's a lot of different variation out there. And it's about really finding a place that not only they like us, but we'll like them. So yeah, sometimes it is a little, maybe a bit more complicated than a regular job search. And obviously there's two of us. And that is also a different experience because you are having to make the decision together. So you have to both want the role. Which, to be honest, me and Hannah pretty, like, we tend to compromise we don't compromise a lot, if you know what I mean, because we tend to agree on a lot of things, but we are quite malleable to each other. Like, we're not stubborn with each other. So, oh, I'm just now going in with this dark aubergine. I wanted a little bit more deepness, but I will say this is gorgeous. This is so pretty. I absolutely love it. Yeah, I did decide, well, I had an evening, probably over a month ago now, to be honest, when I bought these palettes, that I just really wanted to treat myself at the Dior counter. I just went a bit crazy. But they're my favourite, like, fashion brand makeup line. I do prefer them over, like, Chanel. I just think their eyeshadow quality and everything is just above the rest. So yeah, that's the base, and I think if you don't want shimmer, that's just a really pretty look in general. Yeah, so I think we've literally got every recruiter under the sun on the hunt for us. So I do think it's positive, but I will just say it moves very slow. And I think that's probably the case for anyone that's job hunting, because the clock is ticking. The bank account is getting smaller and smaller. I was quite lucky where we got 2 months severance. So I've still not got that yet though, so I think we'll get it on like payday. So yeah, that will be nice, because then I can feel like I've got the money, this is how I'm going to do it, and this is how much time I've got. But stuff moves so slow. And yeah, so we're just waiting to hear back from another couple of agencies that we're really interested in as well, but it just takes time. And I think obviously when you are looking for a job, that just time seems to take 10 times longer. I'm now putting this really super shimmery, glittery shadow. I've sprayed it with a bit of setting spray, and I'm just popping it in the kind of like inner corner. Oh wow, it's so pretty, guys. Really nice. Oh, I love this quad. If you like Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, I'd highly recommend this, but I don't know if there's any left. I got the last one at my Dior counter, because this collection did come out, I think, in the summer. It was a whole collection inspired by Miss Dior perfume. I like Miss Dior. It smells nice, but it's not my favourite. But I do appreciate the collection. It came with like candles, this lipstick case that was so pretty, but the lipstick case came with no lipstick in it. It was just the case, and then you had to buy the lipstick separately, which I'm just a bit like, damn, like, just, you know, give people the lipstick with the lipstick case and just charge them what it is, you know. But I'm in love with this quad. If you can get your hands on it and you love the Pillow Talk quad and you can swing for a Dior palette, I highly recommend. Really, really beautiful. I will also just give a shout out to these bloody Tarte palettes. I've used this every day that I've been here. It has got so much range and I love them, honestly. Such good quality. I'm going to link them down. Oh, I do have a Sephora code. I did mention it in my last video. Sephora is Becky SPH. You get 15% off Sephora UK. I'm so gassed that I have a Sephora code. It blows my mind. Next up, I love this as well. This is a Brightening Youth Glow from Charlotte Tilbury. This will be something I'm definitely going to repurchase when I've got the top. It just gives the most beautiful, like, dewy look, especially if you're pale. I know she does the Wonder Glow, which is a bit more of a gold reflect, which I think would be probably a lot nicer on like a light medium tan skin tone, where this just looks so good on a fair skin tone. Trina Louise also has this and loves it. We talk about it all the time about how much we like it. I guess it's a little thing between us. We just both love it. But just look how pretty. It just looks like you're so moisturised. Really, I just should be that moisturised, but I'm not. But yeah, and it's not I don't like sticky primers. So yeah, that's that. Going in with my NARS Pot Concealer. And then I'm going in with the Hourglass concealer. It doesn't say what it is. I think it's Ambient Light, isn't it? Boop. I really like this concealer. It lasts really nicely. Really nice coverage, creamy, really good range of shades as well. Look how filthy, look how filthy. I need to glitter. Would you be interested in me doing a YouTube live of me washing my brushes and chatting? Would that be fun? Would you like that? Because I would like some company. I would normally put on maybe some YouTube. Probably watch some YouTube while doing it. But if you want, I could do that. That could be quite fun. Let me know what you think of that down below. But I really need to wash my makeup brushes. It really needs to happen. But yeah, I love this concealer and how it plays with that primer and everything underneath. It's so nice. So that's that all blended out. Now, this. Now, if you do struggle with creasing under the eye, this is the one thing I'd recommend is worth splurging on. If you don't like spending too much money on makeup, I feel like you can get most stuff, like dupes and stuff, like at Boots, Superdrug, whatever, for a lot cheaper. However, this powder, I've never found anything that resembles it. It's so good. Especially when you pop it with the powder puff as well, like next level game change. I love the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. And they do it in other shades as well. But it honestly is like flawless. It's so good. I'm getting shadow from my phone filming in front of me, so sorry that's there. But it really does help if you have under eye lines. You're still going to get them, but you just get them way less than you do with other powders. Really, really good. Next, just going in with my tried and true Fenty bronzer in the Sun. I love this. I'm waiting to hit pan. I'm just waiting for the moment that it is coming. It is definitely going to come because I use this so much. So I don't really know where I was if I went on to a little makeup tangent there. I think I was talking about how slow everything's going. But yeah, I'm optimistic. There are opportunities out. My worst fear was there was going to be no opportunities out there, but there are opportunities out there at the moment. So fingers crossed for me still, folks. I will let you know when I get a new job. You'll probably notice when the videos go back to the normal Tuesday, Thursday. I'm hoping as well when I get a new job I can still do that. But obviously, when you start a new job, you have to kind of give that a little bit more attention. So hopefully I'll still be able to do my usual, because I usually just filmed. What I used to do, guys, was I basically filmed one weekend. I would film all 4 videos for 2 weeks, because it's difficult when you do YouTube as like a part-time, like a side hustle type thing. You do lose out on your weekends if you're not careful, and I really need my weekends. So yeah, I would do a lot of filming in one day. Now next, I love this. This is gorgeous. This is the Ilia multi-stick face palette. It didn't have very good reviews when I bought it, so I was a little bit like, am I making a mistake? But I love it. If you are like to fair, definitely consider picking this up if you've been interested. It's really, really pretty. You do have to kind of warm them up a little bit. They're normally in like a stick format, but they are so like pretty and natural, but they aren't the most pigmented of the shades available. I wish they did do a different option with the deeper shades they do. That would have made a lot of sense, because this is definitely leaning more towards the very fair. But that's, what shade is that? It's so pretty. Whisper, which I think is one of their like cult shades, the shades that people will really go for. Really pretty. Boop, boop, boop. And just work it in with a kind of like a more dense kind of buffing brush. Really, really pretty. And you've got loads, you've got 4 blushes to play for. The cream highlight's really nice. And then this more kind of like shimmery, creamy bronze. I've not used that yet because I feel like I'll use that more in the summer. But you can also use them, I think, like on the lips as well. I've not tried that yet either, but I just think it's really pretty. I want to do like a dot on the nose. I hope that goes okay. Yeah, it's fine. Is it fine? Kind of fine. It kind of took a bit of the powder off. Yeah, okay. Whoops, maybe shouldn't have done that. But very pretty. Would recommend maybe, yeah, don't put that over powder though. But very, very pretty. Absolute fave. I think I mentioned this in the last video, the bloody shipping took forever. Like, lovely neighbour is currently looking after quite a horde of parcels for me. Bless her. I did like text her. I was like, do you want my mum to come around and like pick them up? Because loads of parcels came after I left, and it wasn't like I ordered them like the day before. I'd been waiting a while for these parcels, and they came like days later after I'd left. So but I have ordered the big version of this highlight. I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. Yeah, the Charlotte Tilbury powders work fine on top of it, just maybe not that very emollient cream blush. I do just want to pop a little bit in the inner corners, bring up my inner corner brush. There we go. So yeah, today we are going to Nice. I don't think I'm gonna film. I really like just spending time. It's quite difficult to film when we don't like see each other all the time, because like every moment is kind of like precious. So please forgive me if I don't film today. I really just want to, it's our last day together, so I really just want to really enjoy it. But I think I am going to Sephora because JP managed to get this like 30% off coupon, and there's like one thing. I'm trying to be really good, guys. Just so you know, like I do have like a budget. Like I'm not just like spending willy-nilly. There is a financial plan in place, but I know myself and I have to have a little bit of spending money each month. Otherwise I'll do like a spree. It wouldn't be good for anyone. So I do have a little bit of spending money each month to get myself whatever I want. Just so you know, in case you're like, you've just like this job, what are you doing? I have to. Is it sad? Probably, but it is what it is. Setting with the NYX Dewy finishing spray. Yeah, so we're going to probably go to the high street. They have an amazing Sephora there, but we also want to go to Flying Tiger. JP wants to have a look at the Christmas decorations. He's got none. So he wants to see if he can find some couple of small things, I think, to put out. And then I want to see as well, like Zara Home, see if they've got like any Christmas decks. I love picking up Christmas decks from other countries because they're like the best souvenir ever, because you bring them out every year and it's not just for Christmas, it's also a memory of like that trip. So I think it's so nice to like, if you ever do go away, like in November, December, to like pick up something for the tree or like an ornament or something. I just think it's really, really nice. So I have picked up a couple of bits. I'm going to do a little collective Christmas deck haul, because I have got some other stuff to show you at home, so I'll probably include them in that, so stick around for that. This is probably the last time you're going to see this mascara. I really need to pick a new mascara out of my drawer. I've got loads of mascaras. I need my bloody... I keep putting my mirror away. I need to pick a new mascara. I did quite like this in the end, but I do think it's horrendously priced for MAC and for a mascara. MAC used to be very much like in the middle price range between drugstore and high-end, and I think they're charging like, are they charging 28 quid for this? That's what a foundation used to cost. Mascaras were always like 20 quid for a fancy one, and then like a tenner for it. I always remember that drugstore mascaras were always quite expensive, and then, you know, like you could get a fancy one for like 20, but Jesus, like the prices, wow, everything's going up at the moment, isn't it? So, but yeah, I adore my eyeshadow look. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to do some more looks of that palette. They'll all be kind of similar in vein, but oh, I think I look quite cute. So now lipstick, and I think I know my lips are a bit dry, so I'm going to use my Gucci Sally Soft Honey, like ultra shiny yummy lipstick. So that is the finished makeup look. Let me just do my hair and I'll be right back. So guys, this is the final look. I just think it's really, really pretty and like feminine, and oh, can't get over that eyeshadow palette. I absolutely love it. Huge thank you to Dialect Fragrances for sponsoring a portion of this video. Don't forget to use my discount code to get 10% off if you fancy picking anything off the website. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and obviously leave me a comment if you fancy doing so down below. And I will catch you in the next one, guys. I hope you're staying safe. Bye.